Well, hello. Decided to join us again, I see. It's lovely to know you enjoy following each of our videos. The last time you saw a crypto video. Today, we'll take you into the world of equities. Here too, we use a broker, just like last time. In this case, a company called Degiro. There are quite a few steps you need to take to create an account with Degiro. Not to worry, we'll guide you through each of them. So let's start. Last time, I talked to you about the fact that there are 8,000 crypto projects. When you invest in shares, you invest in an organization, and there are many more of those. Shares of some 630,000 companies are traded on various stock exchanges worldwide. Hopefully you don't suffer from choice overload anxiety. For today, we keep this choice simple and clear. Before we get started, I want to emphasize again that you should only invest money you can afford to lose, as investing involves risks. Enough with the formalities for now, but if you don't want to miss anything from this channel, please subscribe and ring the bell for all the latest updates. Like crypto, investing in shares is done by using a so-called broker. The broker I've chosen is Degiro. Reasons for this choice include the low rate of commission and the fact that Degiro has a core selection. For trading in shares or funds that fall under this core selection, you don't pay any commission at Degiro, which is a nice bonus. Today, I'd like to take a look at your first purchase at Degiro. I recommend that you start with an investment in an ETF. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. This fund is traded through a broker, as is the case with Degiro. Remember how I explained to you about the Triaconta bundles? Well, an ETF is comparable to a bundle. One basket, the ETF, contains shares of different companies. The same principle applies here, that by investing in an ETF, you spread your risk. Let's get started with the registration process at Degiro. Did you know that Degiro has been voted the best online broker, not just in the Netherlands, but many other European countries as well? In more than 80 international broker surveys, Degiro is mentioned as the best and cheapest way to invest online. If you want to create an account with Degiro after watching this video, just follow the link to their website posted in the description below. By using this link, you directly support our channel. It costs you nothing at all, but we'll still receive a small contribution, something we're extremely grateful to you for. There are quite a few steps you need to go through to sign up with Degiro, so let's get started. For the remainder of this video, I will take you through the registration process and show you how you can make your first investment in an ETF. If you use the link found in the description of this video, you'll be taken to the homepage of Degiro. In some cases, the first step is to indicate from which country you will be using the service. In my case, it's the Netherlands. You can now indicate your preferred language and are asked where you live. You'll automatically be redirected to the Degiro homepage. Take a look around, and you'll see for yourself why I chose Degiro. When you open an account, you'll be asked to indicate in which country you live. A lot of data is needed to open an account. Here too, Degiro would like to know who their customers are. In fact, they are obliged to do so because they are under the supervision of the European Union. Start by entering your email address and choose a strong password. I myself use LastPass, a password manager. LastPass generates and remembers your strong passwords so that you only have to use one master password, and access to these passwords is doubly secured via your mobile phone. If you'd like to learn more about how LastPass can help secure your passwords, you can find a link in the description of this video. After you've provided your email address and password, you'll receive a confirmation email. Open this email and click on Complete your registration. You'll be redirected to the website where you must log in with the information you've provided. The next step, which you might recognize from the registration process at Triaconta in our previous video, is the identity verification. You'll be asked to keep a few things handy: your smartphone, on which you need to download the Degiro app, your passport or ID, and the IBAN number of the bank account that you want to link to this account. Keep your phone nearby as you enter your phone number. Once you've done this, you'll receive a verification code by text message. Take over this code and click on Confirm. If you've opted for telephone verification, you'll be called and this code will be passed on to you through a phone call. Just enter your home address and proceed to the next step. For the following steps, continue on your mobile phone. To do this, you must first install the Degiro app. Once you've done this, you can continue with the steps required to complete the identity verification, for which you need a valid passport or national ID. Indicate in which country your passport or ID was issued. In my case, this is the Netherlands. Then select what type of document it is. The Degiro system is fully automated and will copy the data from the document for you in just moments. Next, photograph the document in a two-step process. Once you've done this, you should double-check that the data has been saved correctly. Next, enter your place and country of birth. As one of the last steps, take a selfie. And indicate whether you have dual nationality within the EU. You'll be asked separately if you're a US citizen or resident. You may be thinking, hey, what's with the third degree? But this is exactly what the Degiro is supposed to do, to comply with European laws and regulations for financial service providers. This way they can guarantee your safety. Don't worry, we're almost there. You will now be asked whether you are an employee or self-employed person, and you must fill in your profession. Before we go to the user agreement, indicate which bank account you'd like to use for payments and returns. Later on, you can link this account from where you want to make the deposits to make purchases. This is automatically the account on which money is received by you after a sale. When this is done, another screen will appear with the necessary tax-related data. Choose a basic profile and read the terms and conditions carefully on the following pages. If you agree, you can go ahead and accept them. If you like, you can download the terms and conditions on the last page. Linking the bank account is the final step in this lengthy process. You will automatically be redirected to the payment page of your bank, where you'll be asked to make a payment of 1 cent. After the transfer is successful, you'll receive a confirmation email within a few moments. Now you'll be thinking, after all those steps to confirm my account, I'm finally ready for my first purchase. But unfortunately, we still have to overcome a few more important hurdles. First of all, the appropriateness test, in which your knowledge on finance is tested. After some basic questions, 18 in-depth questions follow. Unfortunately for you, I'm not legally allowed to preview any of these questions here, so you're on your own for this one. Full disclosure, I actually answered one question wrong myself. Now this probably won't be the case just yet, but if you're going to receive dividends on shares, you can apply for a reduced dividend tax rate on income from the United States. This is something you can come back to later on. Only now are we ready for our first trade. When you first go to the platform, I would advise you to take time to watch the product tour. As I mentioned before, if you are interested, we have already selected an ETF for you to purchase. In this case, it's the Vanguard All World ETF. This basket of stocks has been around since 2012 and has achieved an average 5-year return of about 12.5%. As always, be advised that past performance is no guarantee of future results. In one of our next installments, we will talk about ETFs in more detail, and in addition to the Vanguard All World ETF, we will review a couple more. Vanguard All World ETF fully consists of stocks with a so-called long position. This simply means that the manager of this ETF expects to keep the same shares in the portfolio for the long term. Think of at least 3 years. You will often have to take these lengths of time into account when it comes to shares. Of course, there are also people who trade in shares on a daily basis, the so-called day traders, but I would not suggest this to a novice investor. What I would like to show you is a little insight into stocks you invest in when you purchase this ETF. You might recognize names such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon and Facebook, but also the Chinese Alibaba. I would now like to show you how to make your first purchase. As of yet, we haven't booked in any money. This is the first step we're going to take. Click on Book In and Out at the top right of your screen, and follow the steps to transfer money from your bank account to your personal account at Degiro. You'll see in the overview of the account that you have a so-called free space where the amount you've just transferred is available. Search in the search box at the top left for VWRL. This is the abbreviation for the Vanguard All World ETF. 4 are now shown. This is because the ETF is offered in 4 different stock exchanges, those in Amsterdam, London, Switzerland, and Milan. Choose EAM, Euronext Amsterdam. By making this choice, you automatically purchase this ETF within the Degiro core selection, which means you don't pay any transaction costs. This can only be done once per month. We will definitely come back to this in one of our next episodes. As you can see, the page for this ETF has several overviews. The most important one for now is the asking price. This is the price for which a provider of this ETF is willing to sell. In the example you see, this is €95.50. This means that I can now buy one part of this ETF for €95.50. Purchases can only be made in whole parts. This is a major difference from cryptocurrencies, where you can have the option to buy 1,000th or even less of Bitcoin. I'm afraid this is not possible with an ETF. I will click Buy and show you what happens. I indicate the amount I wish to purchase, in this case just the one. After I confirm the order, you will indeed see that no additional charges are made. I confirm the purchase and the order is immediately executed. You can see this at the top right of the screen. After the purchase, my spending limit has decreased. You can see that the order has been executed for the €95.48 and that I still have €4.52 available. Next, I want to view my wallet by clicking on the Wallet button on the left-hand side of the screen to see my completed purchase. Have you been following every single step? If so, I would like to congratulate you and raise a glass to your first stock purchase. And of course, I'd like to thank you for your confidence in Future and Finance. In the next crypto episode, we'll have another look at our Triaconta account, which we will balance and revise. Will you be joining us? I look forward to seeing you there.